What is up, y'all? I'm Ryan and this is So and So Farms. That's Braxton. Our truck is messy in the back seat, ignore it. We are gonna do some dirt work today with the skid steer, filling a junk hole that we had. We got the old 10-wheeler running. There's a PTO gearbox under there we got to redo. We're going to clean this thing up. I don't know if we're going to keep this grain bed on it or if we're going to put a water tank on it. We talked about turning it into a water tender. If you don't remember the backstory to this, my grandpa bought this thing brand new when he was farming, and then Shane's dad ended up with it for watermelons, and then one of the neighbor farmers around here got it and we have it. So we're the fourth owners, with my grandpa being the first owner and Shane's dad being the second owner. So that old truck means something to us. But today Braxton and I are going to check some rice water. We are really getting close to the end of the season. 75% of our rice has put the heads on, which means it's making its grain. All the beans have potted, except for some of the little replant spots, but they're coming along. It won't be long here. We are ending July. It's like July 21st today. So things are coming along really swiftly. I would say the beginning of August we're going to start drying up our rice. Here in the next 2 weeks we'll have beans turning, some dry land beans that we planted really early. So we are going to be harvesting some rice and beans at the same time, which we anticipated. So here we go. So last night I came over, cleaned up a little piece of property. Had some trees down right here that I cleaned up with the skid steer, piled them back there. This is the lot that I have in the little town where I'm from. I live outside of town, but I own some properties in town. This house is one of my rent houses over here. And then my mom lives across the road there. She had some trees down and I got hers too. That's where I grew up as a little boy. But not in that same trailer. In a much older, smaller, single wide. Kind of humble beginnings. But anyway, I have a few more trees down there that I couldn't finish because this little guy here broke off. It goes right there. I don't know if I got a limb. I don't really know what happened, but we're gonna have to pull that hose out. It connects in there somewhere. Take that cover off, get that hose made Monday morning. Matt and Robert will probably go handle that while I'm gone, but we're gonna run up to the shop, take this grapple off, and get some get the dirt bucket put on there. You can see that's what that fitting would have looked like inside there. So I'm gonna spray the oil off the machine, get the dirt bucket, and then we've got another little chore to do over here. And then we're gonna try to disc some ground today and possibly bush hog around some fields. So we've got a pretty good day lined up. At a lot that I own here in town. 3 John Deeres out here running Roberts on the skid steer. This hole was big enough to park 2 school buses in. We're getting it filled in. There was an old trailer house here that I tore out. We bush hogged this lot this morning a little bit, and we're getting this hole filled back in. Right now, me and Braxton are going to run and get kill for blade so we can start dressing this up a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Maybe another apartment building. I built an apartment building about 4 years ago. May build another one here. I don't know. But right now we're going to go get the big box blade, pull type box blade, and smooth this thing up. We're going to hook up this little kill for blade here, box blade. It's not quite high enough. I'm going to have to pick that up. Got to go find a pull pin first. Ka-chow. Did some bush hogging this morning, but the bearing went out of the gearbox and we broke a line. Didn't take 5 minutes to tear that up. I've tore up more stuff in the last 3 days than probably everybody else has all week or all month or maybe all year. Was discing ground in the hills and got stuck. Didn't get any footage of that. I do have a picture I'll add. Then yesterday I was using the skid steer, broke that fitting, or that hose, fitting on that hose, and then today broke the bush hog gearbox and the other thing I said, the hose. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Got a majority of the cleaning done. There was a hole there that we filled. Moved some dirt down to that lower end. Still got that tree to contend with. Not too big of a deal. We'll burn it one day when we get time. It's just a work in progress. Got a lot of dirt left over, given to the neighbors to fill holes in their yards and stuff. And then also this will settle because there was some old roots and stuff in there, and they'll rot and settle. So we're gonna come back later this evening and smooth around on that some more, but right now we're gonna head to the hills and work some ground. We're gonna go disc some ground that we picked up this year. It's about 240 acres. Again, I told you I got stuck there a couple days ago, but I'm gonna move to a different field where they said it is more dry. Well, we aren't gonna be able to do any discing. It's extremely wet. You can see the aftermath of what we had the other day, and then we kind of just got into some more. I thought maybe this other field would be better. We tried that field across the ditch. Shane said he thought this field would be better, but it turns out you get down there about as far as you can see where I disc, and it's right back in the mud. So not better. We're gonna have to let it lay longer. We'll go find us another chore to do. Some of our irrigated beans in the next county that we're farming in. Just picked this farm up this year. There's about 110 acres on this farm. Some of it is irrigated, some of it's dry. But these beans are on the right track. There's some of the last beans we planted. But we have had excellent rainfall for the year. Seems like we've gotten rain every Wednesday. year we'll be farming this farm next to us. It's part of an addition we're making that I'll talk to you about later. Yeah, pretty happy with this. As we turn the corner up here, you'll see our non-irrigated beans. These aren't really non-irrigated right here, but the back side of that farm is. The front side here is graded, but beans look great. Kept them clean all year, healthy. Pretty happy with them. I think these are as grows here. We grew some more soys, as grows, some NK, Northern King. Right here is where the dry land stops or starts, and these are probably bigger beans than on the irrigated side, but just all in all pretty beans here. We're gonna head back over and do a little more dirt work. Trying to pull that big hill off and dump it in some of these lower spots, just to even this lot up a little bit. Kind of cut and dump, cut and dump. I bought this whole lot for not much money. Dirt left here to haul off, give away. This will settle where this hole was. Yeah, getting a lot of this work done though. I'm gonna keep driving circles and scooping and dumping, and anyway. I think I've done all the damage I can do for today. It looks cloudy, like it might rain. I hope it does. Soybeans could use a couple more rains and we might get through the year that way. It's like Robert's here checking his water. We got to go check a couple pumps. Most everything's in the shed. Got to get the trucks inspected here pretty soon. Get them ready for harvest. We got one combine in there tore down. Gonna get the other one in there soon. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Like always, man, we appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, drop us a comment. We're gonna catch you on the next one.